You have to figure out how you're participating in your own suffering.
Part seven um, is I stopped participating in harmful, toxic relationship situations, um, environments. So this one was big and really, 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 really scary, and I'm still kind of in the process. So, um, I had to realize that a big part of what I was struggling with was I was living in really toxic cycles. And this took me a very long time to figure that out. Um, so, kind of the first thing I had to walk away from was my career. I worked for 18 years for the U.S. Forest Service, and um, the last three were bad. The last two were really bad. Um, and somehow it just kept getting worse. And then Trump was elected, and that got worse. And I just knew I was like, I don't think I can do this. I worked remotely, but I worked out of Washington D.C., and I just was like, I worked with so much leadership, and I was just like, I didn't know how to not care. And I didn't know how to be okay having to work under leadership that were going to be yes men. It's a gender neutral term there. And it couldn't be me. I knew I couldn't be me. Uh, it was that is a uh, agency that I love. That I have a lot of people I love that still work for them. They have a mission that I believe in with my whole heart. Um, and I think feckless leadership is a problem everywhere. So anyway, that was the first thing I let go of. I left my 18-year career. I'm still figuring it out. It's almost been a year since I left, and I still don't have a permanent job. Um, so like that has all been terrifying, but I also don't regret it for a second. Um, I am no contact with pretty much my entire family. I have no contact with my parents and my sisters. We haven't spoken in 8 months. Yeah, 8 months. Um, Again, that wasn't like a desired outcome. That wasn't something that I was like wanting to have happen. But it kind of came down to like one of the other things I wrote down here of like how I stopped participating, and why I had to stop some of these toxic relationships is I was asking for help, and I was asking for help from people that couldn't and wouldn't help me. Um, and so I was just in relationships with people that um, needed and wanted a lot from me, but also needed for me to be quiet and non disruptive um, to that dynamic. And that was also something I couldn't do. So clearly, a relationship there between work and my family. And then And then the third one, that, which apparently is very much the same though, is also my marriage. My husband and I have been together 22 years. We've been married for 20, and we are getting divorced this year. So, um, that was not something I had planned on doing either. I not even that long ago got his name tattooed on my finger. Oops. And like that wasn't even a year ago, maybe. Um, so that wasn't in the plan. But, as I learned and grew and found all of these other ways I was participating, it's you sort of it's as you dig down you find, or it is more revealed, other ways that you're participating. I think sometimes too, as I've healed ways I've participated, it's almost become impossible to not keep going. Like, I healed this suffering, right? And it almost automatically went, okay, well, there's another place I have suffering. And then I have to go heal that. And then it was, okay, there's another place I have suffering. And then you go heal that. And so, I mean, that's really kind of been the process for me over the last year and a half. And just choosing to no longer stay in relationships that were that are harmful for me, is the last big step of me not choosing suffering. And these have been terrifying steps, and I'm still terrified all of the time. All I know is I can't keep choosing my own suffering. And so, kind of like I said with the other ones, there's going to be good and bad. Like, I'm not, imagining there's perfection on the other side, but I know I'm capable of handling whatever's on the other side of this. And I also know that I think, well, I mean, I know, like, with my divorce, this is the best thing for everybody. It's the best things for my kids. My kids are both happy about it. So it's going to be good, I think, for everybody. It's not, we're going to hopefully be able to do this, still being, and this may be delusional, but still being a team. And maybe if not a team, we're still family. That's the intention that I am moving forward with all of this. So, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of my last big, like, choosing to not participate in my suffering has been really restructuring my entire life and the relationships I'm in and the environments I'm in. And those have been really big changes, and they've been really, really positive and really scary and still totally unresolved.